What is up, guys? Orbital-Pilot back here once again in the world of Warthunder. This time we're taking to the sky in the Fw-190 D13 with the actual camo that I featured in my top 5 camos. I really love this, and I'm using it to grind up the big 15 bis, which I pretty much have every plane in that tech line pretty much done. I'm going to have to go back and get the new TAW 152. But everyone's kind of saying it's bad, so I'm kind of leaving that till last. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple things in this video. Of course, the first one being the Fw-190 D13, and the second one, of course, being the AAA. Everyone kind of knows the AAA is overpowered right now, but it's really getting annoying. When you do really good in a game, or when you try really hard to actually go out and win, and a person's just able to camp at his base and win the game just based off of AA, and I kind of find that wrong. Maybe there should be a limit how long you can actually be there. I don't really know, but it's way too overpowered. Okay, so the B-17. I like to dive on those. I don't really stay there to get the actual kill. I kind of just go down, put a couple shots into him, and climb back out. That gives me the enemy kill assist, or if he dies, of course, it gives me the kill. But at least it gives me some points. Now, the Fw-190 D13 is great, especially in a dive. You can almost get to around 600 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. I'm not even sure if it's broken or if that's realistic, but this plane is ridiculously fast. It holds its energy decently well as long as you're in a shallow climb. Now, this plane is not great in the vertical. Spitfires are much better in my opinion. Okay, so head on with an F8F. It's not something I recommend, but I always say if you do shoot from a couple miles out, or a couple, 1.5 for 1 mile, and you should be able to get the kill. These are fully upgraded cannons, of course, because this is a premium plane, and so I was able to get him from about 1.4 miles. However, that doesn't really show skill. It just kind of shows some head-on skill. So, if you're flying the Fw-190 D13, you're probably grinding out the line, which means you at least want to get 1 kill per game. That's something that you should try to get. And you always want to remember to keep your advantage in this plane, because this plane has 2 advantages, and that is, of course, dive speed if you have altitude, and roll rate. The roll rate on this plane is what keeps this plane in the game when you're battling Spitfires. So, engines overheating, I did get to about 400 miles an hour. Just put it in a slow climb and then a steep rollover turn. And that's going to allow me to gain altitude along with an advantage against these 2 Spitfires. And these guys were not bad pilots. In fact, they were quite good. If you are in a Spitfire and you do have a Fw-190 D13 against you, just remember a couple of things. Don't fight a Focke-Wulf in scissors. That is a main problem that Spitfire pilots do, and wonder how a Focke-Wulf's beating them. It will beat you in scissors. All the Focke-Wulf pilot has to do is slow down and put his guns where they know you're going to be. And if you're in scissors, they know where you're going to be. Another thing is, get them in a horizontal fight. Do not put them in a vertical fight if you have altitude, because they will be able to keep up with you in some aspects. Remember, if you're fighting this plane, you want to take away its advantages, and it's not good in a horizontal turn fight, so try to get it in there. I know the Griffin Spits aren't the best in that category either, but trust me, you're better than this plane. Now, something I did notice about this plane, patch 1.57, I'm not sure if it has always been this way. I don't think it has. I've been using this plane for a very long time. Is I can't get combat flaps to pop out. I can only get landing flaps. I don't understand. I'm not sure if the Fw-190s didn't have combat flaps. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below, but it only seems to put out landing flaps. So, it's kind of a concern. However, the landing flaps don't act like landing flaps. I'm able to put them out at like 300 miles an hour, which just doesn't make any sense. So, if you guys know anything, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so, talking about turn fights in a Griffin Spitfire versus a Fw-190 D13. You're always going to say, well, the Spitfire's going to win. I mean, Spitfires are just great in maneuvers. And that's true. However, the thing about the Focke-Wulf is that you don't have to keep up with the Spitfire in the actual fight. All you have to do is stay behind it and put your guns where he knows, where you know he's going to be. And right here, this Griffin Spitfire is just making it really hard for me. He's flipping, he's turning, my engine's overheating. He's really, really good at, maneuvering. What he should have done, though, is he should have leveled out, made me lose my speed, and started a turn fight, and then I probably would have lost. But I do get the snapshot on him, and he does go down. Now, that was satisfying. Okay, so that's 2 kills in the bag and a kill assist. So that's going to give you around 13,000 RP if you win. That's a lot, especially for what? This is nearing 6 minutes in the game. That is ridiculous. So you're going to be able to grind out planes extremely fast. Now, many people ask me, is this plane worth it? And I say absolutely. If you know how to fly these, or if you are willing to learn, this plane is able to do a lot of things and grind out that German tech line extremely fast. And we all know how many planes are in that German line and how expensive some of them are. Okay, so this last Spitfire is a Griffin Spit. You are slightly faster than a Griffin Spit, but in a straight line, it's going to be so unnoticeable that you're really not ever going to catch him. It's going to be extremely, extremely slow. Now, if I had just taken off and my engine had been doing a little bit better, I probably would have been able to keep Weapon and catch him. But, with the new thermodynamics engine, I just can't keep Weapon without burning up my engine. So, this ME-410 did have a couple shots on him. However, he's never going to be able to catch him. If I can't catch him, he's not going to be able to. So here is where the problem comes in. This Griffin Spit is going to run to his base. He's then going to sit there, and he's not going to come out. He gets me and the ME-410 shot down by AAA, and that is just ridiculous. When I personally play a game like this, and go to win, I find it extremely disheartening when I'm not able to win because AAA has shot down 2 of my teammates. Now, I don't know if we win or lose this game, but it's ridiculous because this is not the first time that it's happened. And I actually did a test where I tested this hypothesis. I just sat on my runway. I wanted to see, I was actually recording a video, wanted to see what would happen. And yes, AAA is able to shoot down people going 700 miles an hour nearly, at 4,000 meters, which is just crazy. So let me know what you guys think about AAA in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.